There is a silent thief lurking in our homes. It costs us money, and it wastes one of our most precious resources. But what if we could catch it? What if we could use clues that are already being collected every single day? Let's dive in. Just imagine for a second. What if your house could send you a message, a little warning that something's not quite right? Not with some loud, blaring alarm or a flashing light, but just a quiet digital tap on the shoulder, one that lets you know there's a problem long before you walk into a flooded kitchen or get a water bill that has absolutely gone through the roof. 42%. Now, what do you think that number means? It's not a discount at a store. It's a measure of a massive, and I mean massive, hidden crisis. That's right. According to the Italian National Institute of Statistics, back in 2022, a staggering 42% of drinking water was lost before it even got to the consumer. And a huge chunk of that loss, it's from countless small, undetected leaks in our own homes. So, how do you fight an enemy that you can't see or hear? This is where our story really gets going, with this really widespread problem of residential water leaks. And the research at the heart of this really spells it out. The core issue is that these leaks, well, they can go unnoticed for a really long time. They're just this constant slow drain on our wallets and, of course, on our water supply. For years, the way we've tried to find these leaks has been, let's just say, a little behind the times. The whole hunt has been reactive, not proactive. The old methods, we're talking about things like visual inspections or using special acoustic devices to literally listen for leaks, they're all reactive. You only find the problem after the damage has already started. It's time-consuming, and honestly, it's pretty inefficient. The modern approach completely flips that on its head. It's all about being proactive. So, the key to this new proactive approach? It's kind of an unlikely hero, the humble smart water meter. Turns out it's not just a billing tool, it's a silent witness, gathering clues for us 24/7. And the key piece of tech that makes this all work is something called submetering. It's a simple idea, really. Instead of having one giant meter for an entire apartment building, each individual unit gets its own smart meter. And this gives us incredibly detailed data for every single household. Exactly. So each apartment becomes its own unique data point. And that level of detail is just absolutely crucial, because if you want to find a tiny leak, you have to be looking at a tiny specific area. So how does this clue get from the pipe to the detective, so to speak? Well, it's basically a four-step journey. The meter records the flow, it sends that data wirelessly to a hub in the building, and that hub then sends everything off to a central server where the real magic happens. And that magic? It's all about pattern recognition. See, it's not just about how much water is used, but how and when it's used. Every single home has its own unique rhythm. So the whole point is this. By analyzing all that data from the smart meter, researchers can create what they call a digital fingerprint for each home. It's a model that actually learns the unique rhythm of a household, from the morning shower all the way to running the dishwasher late at night. And listen, this isn't just a theory. The predictive model they built, which you can see here on the right, it turned out to be incredibly accurate when they compared it to a reference study on the left. This proves that we can reliably predict what a household's normal water use is supposed to look like. Okay, so if we know what normal looks like, how do we spot the criminal? Well, it turns out that a leak leaves behind a very specific digital signature. Think about your own water use, right? It has peaks, like when you're taking a shower or doing laundry, and it has valleys. But, and this is crucial, during the night when everyone's asleep, your water usage should drop all the way down to zero. And this right here, this is the aha moment. A leak, even a tiny one, is constant. It never stops. And that means the water flow, that blue line, never actually drops to zero. So when the system sees that usage is consistently staying above that minimum threshold, the orange dashed line, it knows something is wrong. That's the leak's signature. And that's what triggers the alert. No extra sensors, no digging up pipes, it's just the data. So by turning our existing infrastructure into this intelligent detection network, wow, the implications are huge. This is about way more than just finding leaks. So what's the big payoff here? Well, for starters, we get to conserve a really precious resource. We also save homeowners from those shocking surprise bills and, of course, from devastating property damage. And we do all of this just by being smarter with the technology that is already in place. We're turning a simple meter into a guardian for our homes. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? If we can find a silent thief hiding in our water pipes just by analyzing data, what other secrets are buried in all the information that's flowing all around us, just waiting for the right detective to come along and figure it out?